Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video, I thought that I would share with you some new launches that came out recently, and some of them are fantastic and some of them not so much. I just kind of wanted to give you my feedback on the majority of this stuff. It's pretty much all makeup except for just a couple things. So I'm gonna start out with these gummies because they are fairly new to me, but I've been using them for a while and I wanted to give you my feedback on them because I see these ads on Instagram and stuff for gummies, so I wanted to see what it was all about. These are like sugar-free, they're vegetarian, they're sugar-free, gluten-free, vegetarian, which is awesome. So if you're trying to cut back on coffee and you like the bad coffee like I do, this is a really good option if you wanna try to maybe incorporate this into your diet instead of coffee. This is made with green coffee beans, so it's caffeine free. So if caffeine makes you too jittery, this would be something that maybe you wouldn't try. This is basically for fat burning and to help accelerate your goals when you work out. I noticed that I get a lot more energy and my workouts are a lot more effective when I eat these prior to a meal or prior to working out. Step one is good to take with breakfast or before a workout to kind of accelerate your weight loss goals. And then step two, and this is my personal favorite. This is like for taking it during the day to kind of curb your unhealthy snacking, which I have to tell you, I was so grateful for this product because I am a grazer and I'm also like a sugar addict. So usually around, I would say like when I want to watch my soaps, so around 2 or 3, I will crave sugar, like licorice, M&Ms, gummies, anything bad for you, and I will like just continue to eat. I seriously, I do that every single day, and it just helps me to just not unhealthy snack. There's 60 in here, and I think it's like you take 2, so it's about 1 month's worth supply. I really have been enjoying them, and I will link that below. Too Faced came out with a couple of new products, and I'm kind of loving them. This is their Diamond Light Highlighter, a multi-dimensional highlight. So it kind of has that mermaid effect. Anything that reflects pink, green, purple, it reminds me of a mermaid. It reminds me of fairies. It just does. I'm wearing it today and it's a very reflective highlighter. It's not as pigmented as you might think. It's kind of nice because I feel like it just gives a nice wet look and not so frosty and thick where you really have to buff out your highlight. I've been really enjoying this so far. I kind of put everything back in the package because I'm lame. This was a total shock for me. I did not think this would even be on my radar, but you know, you get to talk to your friends who work at Ulta and they say it's such a good deal, it's better than the swatches. This product really is prettier than the swatches let it on to be. If you see swatches online, kind of doesn't do it justice. I guess the one drawback to this is that there's not a ton of mattes. The metallic shades in this palette are so buttery, creamy, that I'm really impressed with it. So you just have a whole bunch of different shades. Oh my gosh, it smells like chocolate. I love this shade right here. It does apply better wet, I will tell you, and this applies better wet. But the other ones apply like a dream, wet or dry. So I will do a couple of swatches. This is just a really nice matte creamy color that is super pigmented. I mean, I'm really impressed with Too Faced lately. I don't know, they've just been stepping up their game. Ugh, I cannot believe how pigmented they are. I freaking love it. So if you guys wanna see a tutorial with this, let me know. All right, next product that threw me for a loop is the Pore Professional Pearl Primer. This is a soft radiance primer and pore perfector. I was like, yeah, that's kind of like an oxymoron. I tried this on in the store. This does a really good job of concealing the pores, but it does brighten the skin. It adds, I don't want to say a pinky radiance because it can look artificial. This does add a nice glow to the face, but also conceals the pores. I wasn't wearing any makeup that day, so I felt a little bit more confident in myself when I put this on because it did even out my skin tone really nicely and just kind of fill in the areas that needed to be filled in. So brightening up the face really nicely. So if you love the Pore Professional Original and you've got radiance problems like we all do, especially when you get older, this would be a really good primer to try if you are in the market for a new primer, which I love testing out new primers. It's kind of like my thing. So Patrick Starr, not gonna buy anything from that collection because everything just looked like it was permanent or like I already had 20 times over. But the one thing that I was really interested in was his setting powder, and I'm kind of, here's the weird thing about this is that it looks like it would be very fine and blend really well with your skin, but it doesn't, at least on my skin. I felt like it was kind of cakey. And I know like 90% of the time that has to do with your application, but I used like the tiniest amount and I used a big fluffy brush and I put it all over my face and I just felt like it didn't look that great. I have other setting powders that are amazing and that you could just bake with, you could blend it on your face and it just leaves your skin looking phenomenal. So I wasn't quite impressed with this, but maybe I need to give it another shot. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. And do you guys know if this is like a permanent product where they just like slapped his name on it and maybe I've tried it before and that's why I don't like it? Or if this is actually like a new product, like a new powder product that he came up with. It's Patrick's Powder, Set Powder. It could just already be in the collection. Doesn't MAC have a setting powder that's loose? I don't know. So I don't know. I have to play around with it more. Maybe it's just my skin tone. When I watch reviews, it seems like people really like to bake with it and it looks really good on them, just not on me. So Givenchy sent me these two lipsticks and I don't get it. So they're probably gonna stop sending me shit because I just don't get it. La Rouge Sculpt lipsticks. And they basically have, it's basically two colors. So the back color, I would say, is kind of like your liner, and the front color is your lipstick, is what I'm thinking. And it kind of does like an ombre, kind of like that. I don't feel like it works at all. And when I put it on my mouth, I was like, ooh, no. Almost like a black burgundy and a red. But the black burgundy is very, very sheer. Do you guys see what do you guys see that? So the burgundy is almost like a gloss, and then the red's really bright, and then you can see the other one. I would not waste your money on this. Sorry, Givenchy. It freaking blew my mind, and I'm wearing it today, and I did not think that I would like this as much as I do. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Chisel Palette. So this is their contour palette, and I'm telling you, it rivals Kat Von D so much. The packaging, it's kind of heavy. It's not travel friendly would be the only thing that I would think of, but the shades in here are perfect for fair to medium skin tones. I used this shade as my bronzer, this one as my contour, and then I used I think this one for like my highlight down the nose, which you probably can't even tell, and that's totally fine. But I really like it. I think this is a great contour palette, but also you could use it on the eyes as well. And the shades in here are so smooth. And if you've been on the fence about it, you're like, I don't know, I would definitely pull the trigger. So Stila finally came out with the Shimmer and Glow. They're liquid eyeshadows, which everybody loves, the glitter shades. I didn't really like the glitter shades, but they came out with metallic shades for those of us who don't like glitter. So I got Kitten because Kitten is like universally what they're known for. Oh my gosh, it's just such a bright, pinky, gorgeous champagne color that really brightens up the eye. And out of all of the ones, I wanted a couple, but I just got one. I really like this one. There it is. Like, it's finally, I'm just so happy that they came out with these shades that are for people who don't really like glitter, but it's just a beautiful champagne color that you can wear all over your lid for everyday use, and I'm really excited to try that out. Mario Badescu came out with a new facial spray. I love his stuff. It was only $12. It's a facial spray with aloe, chamomile, and lavender. So it's very calming, brightening, soothing, and I've been wearing it as a makeup setting spray, just spraying it on as a refresher throughout the day. Definitely think this is worth it. Last two things I bought, Dose of Colors came out with some new liquid lipsticks that are amazing. This one is Play It Cool, and this is, I'm gonna tell you, like, love this shade. I don't know, mauve brown. I would say like a mauvey brown color. And then this shade is Sleepless. Sleepless is a little bit more gray. That one has some mauve, this one has some gray. So last thing I wanted to tell you guys that I got, and my friend Carly was like, this is the perfect waterline shade to really buff it out. It just looks gorgeous. And I've been wanting this for a while. I just thought it was limited edition. And this is Alkaline from Urban Decay. And I think if you have blue eyes, green eyes, this is going to be perfect. Oh, I love it. So you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I will see you next time. Bye.